What's up guys, Houndish here, and today is the big day when we finally get the Curse of Osiris expansion. So in this video, I wanted to break down everything you need to know about downloads, the release time, server maintenance coming today, patch notes and everything like that. I'll also give some clarification on the actual download size for the DLC, because there's a bit of miscommunication about that. I'll also go over a couple of common questions regarding Curse of Osiris and show off some new exotic and legendary gear coming in this expansion, which you may not have seen yet. So first things first, 10 AM Pacific today is the scheduled maintenance end time, and that is when Curse of Osiris is supposed to actually drop. So that's 10 AM Pacific, which will be 6 PM in the UK, and that translates to 1 PM EST, 9 PM MSK, 3 AM JST, 5 AM AEDT, and 7 AM NZDT. So this is the time that the maintenance is supposed to end, and that's when Curse of Osiris will drop. Before that though, at 7 AM Pacific, that's when the maintenance will actually begin. At 8 AM Pacific, you'll be able to start downloading Update 1.1 and the Curse of Osiris, so that'll be at 4 PM UK time. The download size itself is actually around 6 or 7 gigabytes, and this was pointed out by DMG from Bungie on Twitter. Essentially, to install on PlayStation, you need 88 gigabytes of free space, but the finished install will be around about 44 gigabytes, just like the Xbox. On PC, you'll also need 68 gigabytes free, but again, the Curse of Osiris download itself will be around about 6 or 7 gigabytes. So between 8 AM Pacific and then 10 AM Pacific, essentially you have 2 hours to get those 7 or 8 gigabytes downloaded. Moving on, Deej did confirm that patch notes for Update 1.1 will be published to the Bungie blog after maintenance is complete on Tuesday, so essentially when the DLC drops, we'll get patch notes, and they did say there would be some sandbox changes coming. Also though, on Wednesday morning, they'll go on record as to when the raid lair will open to fire team, so we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel. I'll also drop patch or sandbox notes later on today if there's anything interesting. On to a couple of random questions regarding this DLC. A lot of people have been asking, will tokens be wiped when the DLC launches? The only confirmed currency which will be wiped are the raid keys, and these will vanish on each reset once again, so if you have any time today before maintenance and you've got some of these, I'd definitely try and turn them in and get some exotics. But for tokens themselves, it does look like they'll carry over, but of course you'll have to hold Bungie accountable on that front. Chris Barrett from Bungie did actually kind of jokingly tweet, "May you all receive 3 tokens and a legendary tomorrow." Obviously he's referring to the internet memeage around the 2 tokens and a blue thing. Maybe he's actually being serious. Maybe they've changed that and we'll get 3 tokens as well as a legendary if you complete that public event. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Just a quick note on the weekly reset for today. It has actually happened inside of Destiny 2, and this is before Curse of Osiris. So if you go in right now, all of the milestones and everything like that have reset. You can actually see the Eververse inventory on screen right now, so if any of that stuff interests you, it may be worth trying to jump in and pick some of it up. All of the milestones have reset for the week. I personally would avoid running them back in Destiny 1. You know, if you ran them inside of the morning reset and then a DLC dropped later in the day, it would sometimes lock you out of that week's, you know, kind of activities. So I can't say whether that's going to happen in this case. Bungie haven't warned of it, so it may not be the case, but just as a little warning right there, you don't want to complete the Nightfall now, and then in a few days when you're leveling up, you know, you not get the same level of rewards or whatever because you've already technically done it inside of the reset. I can't say exactly how that's working, but it's just a quick warning. Finally though, we have some images here from Bungie.net as well as Destiny the Game on Instagram. We can see the new exotic tracer rifle right there, which looks pretty awesome. On top of this, we have a screenshot of the Red Death hand cannon, which again looks really neat. I'm curious to see what the perks are going to be on this thing, but they did essentially confirm this is an exotic because they put it in their exotic folder on Instagram. We have this new Titan helmet, which is definitely an interesting looking thing right there, very grotesque. We also have some new Warlock robes there as well. This is confirmed to be an exotic too. We'll have to wait and find out what these things do. On Bungie.net though, they did post a couple of new pictures, so we can see these 2 Guardians right here. The one on the left is actually wearing Season 2 ornamented Trials of the Nine gear, so that's a quick preview of what that stuff's going to look like. And the one on the right is wearing Iron Banner gear with the new Season 2 ornaments as well. Pretty cool looking armor. Bungie also give us kind of a panel here with a whole bunch of the different gear we'll see in this DLC, so you can kind of get a peek and see if there's anything interesting in there. You may spot the sword and some of the other weapons and armor pieces coming in this expansion. Then they give us a whole bunch of images of the forgeable weapons that we'll get inside of the lighthouse in this expansion, including the 2 different hand cannons on screen right there as well. And finally, some of the new armor coming in Curse of Osiris. So overall, pretty exciting stuff, guys. Hopefully the tips and information about the DLC dropping later today is useful. Let me know what you're most excited for, and if you want to check out a preview of all known changes and new gear and everything coming to Curse of Osiris in Season 2, I will link that video in the description below, and I'll also link the new trailer video from yesterday, where we get a whole bunch of new gameplay and pretty exciting gear. So if you haven't checked those out already, you can do that while you wait for the Curse of Osiris to drop. But if you have enjoyed the video, guys, a like is very much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe to see a lot of Curse of Osiris content coming up. For now though, I'll catch you guys later on, and perhaps I'll even bump into you on Mercury. You guys have an awesome day.